From tornadoes to snow, Arkansans are dealing with very extreme weather within the last 12 hours. The tornado you see on your screen formed in Lincoln County. Meteorologist Nathan Scott is with me now to break down our very active weather day here in Arkansas.
Well, Brooke, we told you it was going to be a wild day of weather expected on your Sunday. That certainly has unfolded. Things are quieting down out there right now. All the showers and thunderstorms have moved well off to the east, but they dealt with tornadoes in Mississippi and now still in Alabama. For us, though, the cold air is pouring its way in. If you've been outside, you notice that sharp difference in the temperature. Let's take a look at where that tornado did happen. It was a confirmed tornado, according to the National Weather Service. It did do some damage in the form of chicken houses around southeast Lincoln County, pretty close to the community of Avery, but there were no injuries, and that's some good news. Here's a radar loop right now. All quiet for the most part, but there are some flurries and snow showers, especially in northwest Arkansas and north Arkansas, where we have a winter weather advisory in effect all the way until 6 o'clock for your Monday morning for that northern row of counties. And there could be probably a little bit of light snow continuing tonight, maybe seeing a trace to a half-inch in some spots. Here are your temperatures, though. We were in the 60s this afternoon. Now we've plunged down into the low 30s in Little Rock. It's 25 in Fort Smith, 20 in Fayetteville, and 37 in Monticello. But those winds, they are howling from the west, northwest, and eventually the north. And this is what you want to prepare for tomorrow morning. It's going to feel like the single digits and teens. It feels like 9 right now in Mena. It feels like 20 in the capital city. So we've got a THV 11 weather impact alert all day Monday just because it's such a drastic drop in the temperatures, and those numbers in the blue, that's the feels like forecast. So it's going to feel like 13 here in the capital city to begin your Monday, and this feels like numbers will not rise much at all, staying below freezing for the entire day, even with some sunshine.
Thanks, Nathan. And as he just mentioned, it's getting chilly. And to help people have somewhere warm to stay during this Arctic winter blast, several warming shelters are opening up across central Arkansas. You can find the warming centers all across the region, including Little Rock, North Little Rock, Conway, and Jacksonville, just to name a few. Matt Burks with Arkansas Emergency Management shared what people can expect if they choose to show up at the emergency center at Dunbar here in Little Rock.
There'll be a warm meal provided tonight for anybody that steps through our doors, wants to eat. We'll provide them a meal. They'll have a cot that they can lay down on, a blanket. We'll also be providing toiletries.
You can find the full list of warming centers on our website, thv11.com. In Hot Springs, volunteers are coming together to provide a comfortable and warm space for those needing to escape the cold. THV 11's Maya Ellison caught up with the organizers behind the shelter and shows us how their first day open went and what you can do to help.
We do not want people to freeze to death.
Sally Carter and her team are leading the charge to provide a space of safety, comfort, and warmth for those in need. The doors are always open at the Hot Springs Community Resource Center, especially when the temperatures drop.
There was a line. I got here probably about an hour and a half before they opened. So we left our site at about 11:45 and walked all the way here.
Looking for some relief, the warming center was just the solution they were looking for. A place to rest or grabbing a warm meal. The warming center has everything they need.
Well, we have a church group over there now that is getting ready. They've prepared dinner and they're getting ready to do the serving. We have volunteers signing in. We have volunteers here that are handing out the blankets. We have more volunteers in the back that are sorting clothes, towels, washcloths, hygiene.
Each item you see is donated through the efforts of the Hot Springs community and volunteers. That's what keeps the center running each day. An hour after they opened the doors, about 58 people were inside, and that number will continue to grow. But for the team of volunteers, they're ready to provide the best care.
Volunteers come for a 3-hour shift. We go 24/7 with that.
And the work doesn't stop there. Boyd Mitchell is the caseworker on location. Inside this room, Mitchell has one-on-one sessions with each individual, giving them a piece of hope.
We talk about what are the barriers to your homelessness. What is the problem, not the symptom. We are not only saving lives here, we're changing lives.
While that change can take some time, it's their work that helps each person in need, no matter the cause.
to have people that give us the food and help us with the clothing and keeping us warm, it does mean a lot.
In Hot Springs, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
Thank you, Maya. The Warming Center will continue to keep its doors open until Saturday. Happening tomorrow, the 2025 Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP, will begin. It's just in time for the first big freeze this winter. Help with your utility bill is available in 19 different Central Arkansas counties. We have the application right now on thv11.com, or you can just text the word bills to 501-376-1111, and we'll send the link straight to your phone. And now is a great time to install our THV 11 app. There you'll find the latest weather information whenever you want it. You can download the smartphone app for free on Google Play and the Apple App Store. You can also download THV 11 Plus on your Amazon Fire Stick, Roku, or Apple TV. New at 10, Pine Bluff police are investigating a deadly stabbing that happened earlier today. Police say they found an unresponsive man, later identified as 56-year-old Kevin Gibson, lying on the floor inside a home. Paramedics were called to the house and later pronounced Gibson dead at the scene. Police say 40-year-old Shauna Estrada was arrested for her involvement in the incident. However, no information has been released regarding whether or not she had any connection to Gibson. Anyone with information is urged to contact the Pine Bluff Police Department. Developing right now, the FBI revealing new details about the attacker who killed 14 people in New Orleans on New Year's Day. Officials are investigating trips he took to Egypt in 2023 and whether he had outside help plotting his attack. Bradley Blackburn has more.
New video suggests the attack in New Orleans New Year's Day could have been even more deadly. The FBI says security cameras show the attacker placing multiple improvised explosive devices around Bourbon Street early New Year's Day that did not detonate because of a mistake he made in assembly.
He didn't use the correct device to set it off, and that is just indicative of his inexperience and lack of understanding.
Officials say what unfolded when he rammed his truck into victims, killing 14, was an act of terrorism. The attacker, Shamsuddin Jabbar, had proclaimed support for ISIS. And while the FBI still believes he acted alone, they are investigating trips he took to Egypt and Canada in 2023 and 2 previous visits to New Orleans. They say in October 2024, he used Meta smart glasses with embedded cameras to record these videos of Bourbon Street plotting his attack.
We have not seen any indications of an accomplice in the United States, but we are still looking into potential associates in the U.S. and outside of our borders.
Saturday night in the French Quarter, crowds gathered for a vigil with moments of silence and music distinct to the city. The family of one of those killed, Terrence Kennedy, spoke to CBS News.
My brother was a jolly person. My brother wasn't no violent person. You know, for somebody to just take his life away.
Louisiana's governor has ordered a day of mourning for each of the victims beginning Monday. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
New Orleans mayor says she has asked the White House for more security resources for the upcoming Super Bowl and Mardi Gras. Back here at home, a major shakeup at the state Supreme Court just one day into Chief Justice Karen Baker's time in charge. A majority of her fellow justices blocked her from firing several staff members. Administrative Order 24 came down this afternoon. It says hours after Justice Baker took the oath of office New Year's Day, she moved to fire 10 high-ranking employees. When questioned by her colleagues, Baker said she had, quote, millions of reasons for firing them. But 5 of those justices said her lack of specific reasons meant she couldn't fire them and reverse the terminations. The order says any future firings will require at least 4 justices to agree. 2024 was a busy year for the Arkansas Department of Transportation as they've put a bow on their largest and most expensive undertaking, the 30 Crossing project. And now that we're in the new year, RDOT is setting its sights on several other key projects across the region. Wrapping up, the widening of I-30 through Saline County tops the agenda. The area west of Benton continues to grow, leading to congestion followed by miscalculations by the construction contractor. But according to Dave Parker with RDOT, the more than $200 million widening project should be done within weeks.
That should be wrapping up, gosh, in the next 2 weeks. You know, really, all the road work, the major work is done. It's been a difficult project, no doubt about it, but you still got a little bit of work, cosmetic type things, fix this, put down new sod, digital message boards.
Also in Saline County, Highway 5 in Benton, another headache for drivers, could be wrapping up soon. Beyond that, we await the final design for the replacement to the I-55 bridge over the Mississippi in West Memphis. RDOT will share costs on that with Tennessee's Highway Authority. Check this out. Bentonville native and Miss Arkansas's teen Peyton Bowling is starting 2025 with a new title, sash, and crown. Bowling was crowned Miss America's teen in Orlando last night, and she made history by being the first teen from Arkansas to win the title. Back in July, our sister station in Northwest Arkansas sat down with Bowling after she won the state title. They talked about her roots and how they helped shape her journey to becoming Miss Arkansas's teen.
Well, I'm from the Bentonville School District, and their motto is where excellence lives. So since I was young and I moved here, I think that strive for excellence and being able to be in the classroom and your teachers wanting what's best for you kind of shaped me to be the woman I am today and eventually win the crown.
Bowling is currently a senior at Bentonville High School. Congrats to her. The Golden Globes officially kick off awards season. We're taking a look at who came out on top.
And the Arctic air has made its way into Arkansas. It'll be sticking around. Here are your mornings ahead. Air temperatures staying into the 20s. It'll be impactful cold, but then later this week, we're talking about the potential of winter weather impacts. I'll have the latest thinking on maybe a winter weather event coming up in my forecast.